Okay, I got something to say. I will share my chart so you will be able to see it. And I want to talk about something that I just today defined for myself as the human design syndrome. So let's handle it. It's the keynote for me, for what I want to share. When we look at my chart, I have open centers. Let's take the obvious one, the ego center, the heart center that is open. And basically the keynote, the phrase for the open ego center is, am I still not feeling worthy enough? Am I still trying to prove myself? Never mind to whom? To myself, to the other. And basically, yes, there is still this pressure, there is still this place. And now let's connect this open center to the idea of the driver, the vehicle, and the passenger. So, we all humans, we are the awareness from the passenger. So, if I go into that metaphor, as a passenger, the open ego would be an open window in the vehicle. And if I still feel that I need to prove myself, or that I'm not worthy enough, this passenger in the car is identifying with something outside from the window. And here starts the problem, because this passenger is trying to do with it something, which is, in my case, to try and achieve something in order to prove myself or feeling worthy. Doing things like kind of a contortion act, a manipulation, in order to satisfy this thing that I identified from out there. It already doesn't make sense, okay? Because this is not what is the task of the passenger. There is something that is called passenger consciousness, and in that case the passenger is just looking outside on the view. But in the moment I identify myself with something outside, there starts a story. And if I look at my chart, and I do, and I don't care, I don't give a shit, it's who I am. I cannot change things. I can just change the way the passenger behaves. So the black, all the black in my chart is the passenger, right? Together with the vehicle, the red, through the magnetic monopole, it creates this aura type that I am, a manifestor. But if I look now only on the passenger, I can see that I have a channel, the 3536, that is completely black. Yes, I have a red gate there, but it's completely conscious. And I can see that those are the most important things. That my Sun-Earth personality, passenger, are the 53 and 54 in an open route. And this is my Achilles heel. Why? Because, as again I said, the open window, the passenger has the tendency to identify with what is open. My root center is open. I'm always in a hurry to finish something in order to get free of it, and then I will have free time. And it always happens when I turn something into a task. Even eating can be a task, and I'm in a rush to finish my food in order that I will be free, and then I can be relaxed. But then I have a next thing I must do, and so on and so forth, right? And in that I have the 53 and the 54. And it is really something that is very conscious in me, and that is acting from which place. This is a place that I need to be very honest with myself. From where the quality, the theme of the 53, the drive, the fuel to start something, and the 54, the ambition to get something. From where does it come? Does it come from the passenger trying to manipulate something? Or from the passenger watching and it is just happening? Most of my life, acting out of this not self will come from me trying to start something in order to get something. What? Or to prove myself, feeling worthy, combined or with the 35-36, going into a new experience, experiencing something new, and inside my body, inside my mind, there is pressure. There is pressure that I must do it. I need to do it and I cannot see anything else. Think about it. There is a car driving, a vehicle, somebody that I don't know who the fuck he is, this magnetic monopole guy is driving it. I don't have control of it. If I try to have control of it, it is the passenger on the back seat that is trying to manipulate things. And it is always the white, the open centers, the white, that is here, and we are in danger to identify with it and try to solve it, to do with it something. And this open things can disturb the passenger, and he will try to do with the same frequency of what I am not, what is out there, to try and manipulate life from the qualities I have in the black. Which in my chart, it's always the sun and earth that are very important, but it's also if channels are partially black or totally black. And in my case, the 35-36. And then I ask myself, so what is the right behavior? Because for me, this is really the human design syndrome. That I'm not aware of that qualities that I have in me are activated from a place that was identifying with a frequency that is not the vehicle, that is not passenger consciousness. It is the passenger that tries to do things not from his aura, from his vehicle that drives. So what is the correct way? The correct way is to surrender. I'm going to say now something that is very uncommon, but if you look at my chart, you say, this is an emotional manifestor. Hell yeah, I'm emotional, but my authority is emotional? I'm not sure. I say that my authority is to surrender with the passenger and to follow the vehicle. That never failed me, that never betrayed me. And if I look at my I cannot imagine that I say it now, but if I look at my 57, the gate that I have in my earth design, the vehicle, I cannot see it. It's unconscious, I cannot really see it, but hell yes, I can see that it happened to me. And there is this voice talking that sometimes comes, and as much as I'm aware, there is 100% when I follow this voice, completely amazing, completely correct. When I don't follow this voice, I see that was a mistake, that I should have followed the voice of the red. It's a channel that is defined in the red, in the vehicle, and it is driving. I have no control of it. So I don't know if or what is my emotional authority if I have. I can say that I don't understand it, and I can say that till now I didn't find a reliable way to connect with it. And yes, with the spleen voice that is very strong in my chart, if you can see and if you can understand for yourself, it never betrayed me. But if I go out from the details of the chart and I just say it in a human way that you even don't need to know anything about the human design in order to understand what I say. And it is, look, observe. Passenger consciousness, now I mix a bit human design in, but passenger consciousness is to observe, to watch the ride, what is going on. In the moment there is a frequency that is compulsive, that narrows the view of what I see from the vehicle, from my ride, I know I'm in trouble. And it doesn't matter if it's an open center or a black gate or black channel, I'm in trouble. Because this is not what needs to get me through life. The frequency is distorted, and this is a feeling of pressure that I must do something. But I must, you don't understand, I must do it, because I know it just needs to happen. But if you really look into this, this really needs to happen, does it? Does it really need to happen? Because every time that things happened like from themselves, just like popped up, it was magic. And it didn't come from a story of pressure from my mind. I don't know if this is exactly what I wanted to share, but this came out, and I don't know how you will eat or digest the thing with the red and my splenic gate, but I don't. I care and I don't care, to be honest. I care and I don't care what I can do. Yes, I have an open ego, yes. So I will finish this now, and for me this is the human design syndrome that we are identifying with the passenger getting crazy rather than relaxing him and letting things happen by themselves. We don't need to be geniuses for that. We need just to slow down a moment and let ourselves watch life unfold.